What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. We've reached the epic conclusion for the Ray Streamer triple reviews. I did Stream Life 3, I did Swaycation, and now it's time to talk about Slim Jxmmi's Jxmtro. If you watched my review on Sway Lee's album, you know I made an Outkast comparison. And to continue that, I wanted to say that Slim Jxmmi really fits the big boy role well. When it comes down to it, yes, Sway Lee gets all the praise and attention in the same way that Andre 3000 does. But Slim Jxmmi himself has always been killing it. He's always been able to keep up with Sway Lee on the Ray Streamer albums. Hence why he's Big Boy. Because Big Boy might not get the same amount of praise, but he still gets a lot of praise. He does. Just not more than Andre. And that's the case when it comes to Ray Streamer. And that right there is where the Outkast comparison stops. So if anything, Slim Jxmmi has the most to gain from his solo debut album, Jxmtro, because people know what Sway Lee can do. But when it comes down to Slim Jxmmi, we only have the Ray Streamer music to go off on. You know, Sway Lee's done all these different features, where Slim Jxmmi is more low-key. He hasn't done as many. He's, pretty much just partaked in the Ray Streamer music up until this point. So a big theme in Ray Streamer's music has been the hooks, and so that's why I've been discussing them a little more thoroughly than other albums. And when it comes down to it, Jxmtro has some very lackluster hooks. There's records like Growed Up and Players Club where it's just this whole repetitive curse. I think Slim Jxmmi is a great artist. He goes off on the verses, but when it comes to some of these hooks, a lot of them are very disappointing. For me, I'll always appreciate a well thought out hook versus one that just has a bunch of repetitive words over and over again. So hooks might not be Slim Jxmmi's strong point, but I think he does make up for it with some of the verses on here. There's a record on here called Brinks Truck, and this was the first record that he put out, and it's also the intro. So when you come out the gate with this type of record, with that type of energy, it's a really good introduction. Should I say Jxmtroduction? I like that Slim Jxmmi is able to really focus on having his flow be in sync with the production. I might not be impressed with the production much, but I can't lie that it's very fitting for his music. And so he might not be saying anything super new or creative on the verses, but it's the way that he delivers them, and also in relation to how it sounds on the beat that is a strong suit for him. So Brinks Truck has that energy to it. Like, you hear it and you just want to like dance and turn up and enjoy it. And I just started working out, so I'm kind of over the turn up music. I'm getting real sore. 3 days in the gym. But Brinks Truck, it had me moving. I love that he's just like super energetic, especially when he has really good lines that are in line with what he has always been talking about in his music. Like, I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with a jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. It's a clever line, it's good, and that is like some of the best rapping on this album. Brinks Truck has to be my favorite off of the entire project. The guest features on the album are worth bringing up as well. So Zoe Kravitz is on a record called Antisocial Smokers Club, and it has to be the best one on the album. Coming off of Janelle Monáe feature on her album, this is very different. This is like Zoe really like showing off. She's more fitting into that Slim Jxmmi sound. It sounds cool. I think between the Janelle feature and this one, it makes me want to like look up more of her music and get into it. I think that is what a guest feature should do. On the opposite end of that, Pharrell is on a record called Chanel. And unfortunately, I'm just kind of over Pharrell rapping. I don't think Pharrell is anywhere near the level of rapping that he used to be. Like when he dropped his first solo debut album, like he was on fire with that one. But now it just feels like he's kind of fitting in. Make no mistake, I love a Pharrell like singing hook. If Pharrell comes through and sings, yeah, he's got it. And of course, on the production, he's killing it. But I haven't been impressed with anything that he's been rapping about for a long time. On this verse, he comes through with like the very high Mickey Mouse being parodied on Family Guy type of voice for half a verse. And I'm just like, okay, this is kind of weird. I'm not really into it. It's just kind of there. Out of the 3 albums, I enjoyed Jxmtro the least. Now, that's not to say that this is a bad album. I just think that Slim Jxmmi could use more, improvement. I think Slim Jxmmi, out of all the albums that are here in the Jxmmi package, this is the one where there's potential, but it needs improvement. Like, there's good moments, there's good songs here and there, but like I mentioned earlier, the hooks need improvement, and that's a huge part of the music. And I think I'm definitely in the minority with my opinion, because I've been seeing a lot of people say that Jxmtro is their favorite out of the 3. I personally don't see it. I don't hear it. All in all, I'm glad that Ray Shremmer did this. Releasing 3 albums at one time and able to mostly pull it off is a feat that is not easy. I don't know how many artists could truly do something like this. It makes me wonder if the duo will continue to do this, because it feels like it's a good formula. If you're not going to put out music for, a year and a half or more, why would you not want to give your fans all that you can? And if fans like the solo albums and then the group album, then it's like one great package. So those are my thoughts on Slim Jxmmi's Jxmtro. I also reviewed Ray Shremmer's Shrim Life 3, as well as Sway Lee's Swaycation. I'll include those links in the description and comment section so you can check those out. I want to hear your thoughts on this album. What do you think about Slim Jxmmi's album? Is it the best out of the 3? What did you like? What didn't you like? Talk to me in the comment section below, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at SirmonsDomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.